Would you actually date a woman and then potentially marry her if she were to do adult content?
Yeah. Okay. So I've answered this before quite a few times. I'm starting to actually think about changing my answer to this.
Should.
Previously, I said I'd be okay dating a girl who did OF so long as she's never done
with another
content
guy.
with other men.
Mm-hmm.
That was my previous answer. Although after some recent experiences with, did you guys see that feather? You see that little feather thing?
I did see that.
I'm starting, no offense to some of you guys here who do OnlyFans, but there's been a pattern of behavior from some of the OnlyFans girls we've had on the show, and you guys have been wonderful so far, but I think I just would not. I'm starting to lean towards, like, even if she's never done anything with a guy before on camera, I'm starting to lean towards I would not date a girl who has done OnlyFans, even if it was solo content. My previous answer was if she's done solo content and never done anything with a guy, that's fine.
You didn't provide the reasoning.
Yeah,
why wouldn't
But
you?
I think it's situational.
Yeah.
Would
What
it not
changed?
be? Because a lot of OnlyFans girls are very rude, very, very entitled to, very make so much money doing nothing that they have literally no sense of reality and just f***ing rude and
based.
And so, but
Yes.
like, I know I'm not any of that at all, and I have an OnlyFans, and we've had very good interactions. So I think not trying to say like
I don't think you can
But
pull
what would be
all of
your
those women
reasoning?
together.
Yeah.
Well, you're done, Julia. I mean, you've done content with your now boyfriend, so it's
I know
over.
I'm out.
It's over.
I just had to make sure I was out. That was all.
It's
That's the only reason why I
it's
did it.
donezo for us, but
I was trying to friend zone you, Brian.
friend zones,
That's why I
good
did it.
times, good times. Sorry. So what was the question though?
So what's your reasoning? She provided her reasoning, but what's yours?
What do you?
Why wouldn't you nowadays date an OF girl? What changed?
Yeah. So I mean, well, first off, just kind of to touch on my previous answer, there's obviously a spectrum, right? I mean, you can be on OnlyFans. There could be even no nudity. It could be like lingerie shit.
Correct.
So all the way to like fucking bad dragons. I don't know if you guys are like
Yeah.
bad dragons, just like
Yeah.
doing
Yes.
some like
Yes.
doing some like really kink related requests that might,
Okay.
you know, not that there's necessarily anything that I have anything against certain kinks, but like that's more than taking tasteful lingerie photos. But I think it just, I don't know. I've had some bad experiences recently with some OnlyFans girls, so it's left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, I was here for some
not
of it.
romantic anything, but just like on this show.
Behavioral.
Behavioral.
Like, okay.
And I think that
Like unprofessional?
unprofessional and
It's a value thing. Their values
Yeah.
are
it's
very
a
different.
it's a
I
little
think-
bit of a value
I
thing.
think that should
Yeah.
come down to the people though, and not that they're OF.
The
models.
I
career.
kind of agree
Right.
with that. Yeah, I think
It's a values.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's some girls who are trust fund girls.
Correlation
They have that
doesn't
same
equate to
exact,
causation,
Sure.
right?
Yeah.
And they
Sure.
haven't taken a picture. It may even still be virgins. But
Yeah, it's also a perception thing too. And
yeah, for sure.
I mean, what's become apparent to me is like, in the same way that women have a lot of options, and you know, you're going to pick the best option.
Correct.
As a guy, why, if you have options as a guy, why pick a girl who does OnlyFans versus a girl who doesn't? Because I don't think for most guys, OnlyFans is, it can be in neutral, but I don't think it's ever going to be like, oh, a girl has an OnlyFans, that's a pro. Now, perhaps the money you make from it might be, I think a lot of guys don't, if I can be honest, frankly, don't care about a woman's income.
I agree.
Most men
I
don't
agree
care.
about that,
Yeah.
but I disagree about the fact that they don't care if a girl is an OnlyFans. I dated this guy who was really about it. Like, he wanted to make content with me. I never made content with him, but he wanted to make content
Well,
with me.
sure. There's definitely guys out there that certainly will and do date women who
No,
do
like, he promoted
OnlyFans.
it. He promoted it to me. Like, he's like, let's do this. Like, he was excited. Yeah.
Sure, but I mean,
that's also a low key way people try and get in, like, hey baby, you want to collab, and they have like one follower, like.
well, it's just almost a question of optimizing, and I'm not trying to like this.
No, it's being logical.
It's just
We share that,
optimizing
yeah.
your potential partner. So in the same way, like everything being equal, would you rather date a guy who makes $100,000 or a guy who makes $1 million? Everything being equal, you're going to pick the guy that makes $1 million. Same way as, would you rather date a woman who doesn't have OnlyFans, doesn't have her nudes?
Unfortunately, love and feelings are not logical, and it's not based off of a factual thing. But I will say that being somebody who does have an OnlyFans and being in a very healthy relationship, the pros of having an OnlyFans, I have become so much more in touch with my sexuality. Like, my boyfriend is beyond in heaven with sex, like, for sure.
He's beyond in heaven.
Beyond in heaven with sex.
I also feel like it also too like makes you like more aware of other people's personal space and what people have like boundaries.
And,
like you have to have that kind of communication with somebody in order to like create content with others, and like you bring that to all your like relationships, because you become like mentally aware of like so many things that, you know, people are comfortable
I don't
with.
necessarily think you have to do OnlyFans to be aware of that, but I see what you mean. Like it just
helps.
it helps, sure.
You definitely think about it, yeah.
You see a different side of people through OF that you wouldn't see otherwise. Like, I have people who seem normal, and they'll come into my chat, and then they'll come to my OnlyFans, and it's like, oh, so you're like this, all right.
But I will say that I have met a lot of OnlyFans girls, and I think you're like, if we were to group it and like think of on average, I would not, as a guy, I would not date the average stereotype of an OnlyFans girl. I would not either. However, I'm not most OnlyFans girls.
Yeah,
and
I
through
mean,
my actions, it's very like loud and clear.
Yeah, and I don't think that every single, like, obviously there's some OF girls that are fucking hustlers that are like gonna play dudes, or they might have certain dark triad personality traits. I don't think you could be like a super cool, like, even, you know, low body count girl with a OnlyFans. I mean, there's some girls who claim virgin OnlyFans. I mean, it's sure. I'm sure it's the case, but
the first time I did put like the first time anyone had ever seen a nude photo of me was on OnlyFans.
But did you start out doing OnlyFans first, or did you do other things before you did OnlyFans?
The reason why I started it was because I needed to make enough money to move to Los Angeles.
But were you doing like content before
music,
then? I think
all
that makes a difference, because like we're Twitch streamers, and then we progress from doing Twitch to creating OnlyFans content, because the audience is there.
Exactly.
So it's kind of different.
Exactly.
When you start out like just
I already had the
OnlyFans
platform, so I was like, I need to monetize this and to be able to move and start the life that I want.
I think that's a little bit of the difference when there's somebody who just does an OnlyFans and they're an OnlyFans girl.
Right. I'm not like, oh my God, I want to be like, I want to go, like, that's my goal in life.
It's like, not like,
you know,
not a dig at OnlyFans girls in general, but just like, I think it's different when you're starting off being a content creator from a different platform and then transitioning.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I think the other thing too is that if you want to have children, there's a concern there.
I don't.
So I mean, if I mean, look,
have you seen the meme about the girl saying like, my kids can just cry in a Ferrari?
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, like, true, but like that's fucked up.
I mean,
I had this whole conversation with my aunt. She's a private investigator.
Oh, hold on just a second.
Bender the offender donated $99. The thing about some of girls is that they fail to consider that if they have a child, they think it will not impact that child.
I mean,
I don't think that's a fair take. No, we are aware that there's going to be consequences we'll have to face, but you know, we will face those consequences once.
I mean, as humans,
that will actually come to be.
As humans, we all make all kinds of choices, good choices, bad choices, everything like that.
Everything has
like
consequence. Yeah.
Trying to say that because you're an OnlyFans person, that like that's going to be the one thing that your kid's just going to like be like, oh,
like hold on to. Yeah, no.
Like there could be abusive home or like all kinds of things that could be
drugs,
so
alcohol,
negative in their life. Like I don't think like you could just.
I think it's so funny though, like honestly, like how there's people who go out there and will sleep with like 10 people in one night, and then a girl will post like a nude photo on OnlyFans.
That's such a good point.
Listen, actually, you do things behind closed doors.
That's what I'm saying.
And at least this person is real and can actually
and
stand
if you're
and
a
be
good
who they
parent,
are.
You're not
in front of
exposing your
anyone.
child to that. You're not like.
But I still
sharing your social media with them and forcing them to look at your photos and everything like that. That's just not going to happen.
Okay, men don't want either of those.
No, but I'm actually thinking.
No, but I know what you're saying.
I'm thinking about men, but I'm not saying in regards to what men want.
Well, I know what you're saying. Like a girl who doesn't have OnlyFans, she could have like a sordid past, like super high body count, and like meet a new guy, and the guy might not be privy or aware of like how promiscuous she previously was, whereas like he might compare that girl to a girl who does OnlyFans who slept with one guy and be like, no, to the OnlyFans girls versus the girl who's like slept with 100 men
Brian, let's
before
be
but doesn't
honest,
have OnlyFans.
Like majority of your viewers will probably still value the girl who doesn't have OnlyFans as higher compared to a girl who has OnlyFans. Wouldn't you agree?
Wait,
I have a feeling that majority of your viewers most likely will still value the girl who doesn't have OnlyFans, but
has 100 body count.
High
But
body
what if
count.
she
Let's
doesn't
just
tell-
say
she can say
100. That's
two.
ridiculous.
I mean, I don't know, because a
Compared
lot
to
of
a
these
girl who
viewers are
has it.
keeping a lot of these viewers are keeping my lights on. So
I mean, if the choice is between a girl who has a body count of 100 and doesn't have OnlyFans versus a girl who does have OnlyFans but she's been with one guy, that's shitty either way. But like, I think in that scenario, if those are the only two options I have, I think I'd prefer the girl with OnlyFans.
100%.
I mean,
I would prefer the girl with
And
OnlyFans.
that's a
Honestly,
select,
say so.
but again, that's a select amount of girls, because majority of the girls, how they are on OnlyFans is what they are in real life, and they're not just choosing to be that girl with one guy.
Yeah.